The 2025 ATP season just got shaken up. Jannik Sinner is back on top, reclaiming the world #1 spot after lifting the Paris Masters trophy. Let's count down this week's top 30 ATP players. At number 30, Valentin Vacherot of Monaco makes the week's biggest leap, soaring 10 spots with 1,483 points after a remarkable Paris Masters quarterfinal run. At number 29, Frances Tiafoe stays steady at 1,510 points. He continues to bring energy and flair to every match, known for his powerful forehand and infectious charisma. At number 28, France's Arthur Rinderknecht holds firm with 1,540 points. The big serving Frenchman remains one of the toughest players indoors, using precision and patience to stay consistent inside the top 30. At number 27, Cameron Norrie climbs 4 spots to 1,558 points. The Brit's gritty baseline game and relentless work ethic continue to pay off. At number 26, Italy's Luciano Darderi maintains momentum with 1,609 points. His clay court prowess and growing confidence on hard courts show a versatile player ready to make deeper runs next season. At number 25, Tallon Griekspoor holds his ground at 1,615 points. Known for his heavy hitting and fighting spirit, Griekspoor remains a steady presence on tour, capable of springing upsets against higher-ranked names. At number 24, João Fonseca continues his meteoric rise. With 1,665 points, the 19-year-old makes his top 25 debut after another impressive showing in Paris. At number 23, Denis Shapovalov of Canada climbs slightly with 1,913 points. The left-handed shotmaker regains his rhythm after injury setbacks. At number 22, Flavio Cobolli adds another solid week to his breakout season. The young Italian, now at 2,025 points, continues to impress with his all-around consistency and composure under pressure. At number 21, Francisco Cerundolo remains rock-solid with 2,085 points. His baseline game and sharp mental focus make him a tough opponent on any surface. At number 20, Tommy Paul sits at 2,100 points. The athletic all-court player has maintained his steady presence in the top 20. At number 19, Czech rising star Jakub Mensik continues to make waves with 2,190 points. Still only 20, his combination of power and poise has quickly made him one of the most promising young players on tour. At number 18, Karen Khachanov drops 4 places to 2,320 points after a disappointing Paris run. Still, his trademark power game and experience keep him a dangerous opponent. At number 17, Jiří Lehečka stays firm at 2,415 points. With his explosive serve and fearless baseline play, Lehečka remains a consistent top 20 presence. At number 16, Andrei Rublev moves up slightly with 2,560 points. The Russian's fiery intensity and heavy forehand continue to produce results, even as he looks to recapture the consistency that once made him a top 5 mainstay. At number 15, Denmark's Holger Rune slips a few spots to 2,590 points. Despite a quiet stretch, his immense talent and aggressive style mean he's never far from another big run. At number 14, Alejandro Davidovich Fokina of Spain rises to 2,635 points. His athleticism and defensive instincts make him one of the most entertaining players to watch, with flashes of brilliance in big matches. At number 13, Alexander Bublik of Kazakhstan soars 3 spots after a strong Paris semifinal. Sitting on 2,870 points, at number 12, Daniil Medvedev climbs back to 2,960 points after a solid Paris quarterfinal. The former world #1 continues to rely on his strategic baseline mastery and iron defense to remain among the game's elite. At number 11, Jack Draper of Great Britain stays just outside the top 10 with 2,990 points. His powerful serve and composed demeanor have defined a breakout year, showing he's ready to challenge the sport's biggest names. At number 10, Casper Ruud of Norway holds steady with 3,235 points. One of the most consistent players on tour, Ruud's discipline and tactical play continue to make him a fixture inside the top 10. At number 9, Italy's Lorenzo Musetti stands at 3,645 points. The stylish shotmaker blends creativity and control, producing flashes of artistry that make him one of the most elegant players to watch. At number 8, Felix Auger-Aliassime makes a big jump after reaching the Paris Masters final. With 3,845 points, at number 7, Alex de Minaur continues his steady rise with 3,935 points. The Australian's incredible speed and relentless work ethic have earned him deep runs across surfaces, proving his consistency among the elite. At number 6, Ben Shelton of the USA hits a career high with 3,970 points. His explosive serve and fearless aggression have made him one of the most exciting new stars. Novak Djokovic remains unshaken at 4,580 points. At 38, the Serbian legend continues to defy time with unmatched focus, chasing more history as the season draws to a close. At number 4, Taylor Fritz of the United States continues his stellar season with 4,735 points. At number 3, Alexander Zverev of Germany holds firm with 5,560 points. Despite a semi-final loss in Paris, his powerful baseline game and renewed consistency keep him well within striking distance of the very top. At number 2, Carlos Alcaraz of Spain slips 1 spot to 11,250 points after an early exit in Paris. Still, the young Spaniard remains a force of nature. And at number 1, Jannik Sinner of Italy reigns supreme once again. With 11,500 points, Sinner reclaims the World #1 crown after his Paris Masters triumph, extending his indoor winning streak. And that's it for today. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.